Hey, need some Madden coins? Check out cheapmaddencoins.com. They got the best prices, they got fast delivery, and 24/7 customer support. Be sure to use code TEXAS at checkout for a 10% discount.
Yo, what's happening, folks? Texboy now. One here, and for those that did not know this, last weekend I went out to EA Play to get some information about Madden 19, and I got a whole ton of it, man. We played the game firsthand, so I'm going to give you guys my Madden 19 experience, as well as some stuff I found out while I was out there. So the first things first, for those that didn't know, if you're going to be playing Madden 19 this year, you not only have the choice between Xbox One and the PS4 Pro or the PS4 in general, you can also play on PC, which is amazing. The PC build looks dope, like especially if you got a curved monitor, you can pretty much see the entire field, and it runs at 60 frames per second over on PC. I believe console claims it runs at 60, but when GutFox did his testing, I'm pretty sure he said 30 frames is what he calculated it out to. But so if you want to play this game in full fluidity with better graphics and better lighting and better just overall experience, PC is going to be the move for you. Now, there is going to be mud on PC as well, but it's only going to be that mud market. So I don't recommend you guys play mud on PC, mostly because I don't think the market's going to be as fresh as the console market is, like on PS4 and Xbox. Obviously, all those markets are separate, whereas PC is going to be separate as well because you can't kind of share an auction house with the Xbox or the PS4. And because of that, I don't think if content were to drop, you'd be paying a premium to play on PC. I think PC is going to be good strictly for just probably creating a franchise for a YouTuber or be playing with your friends, but not playing MUT, unless you're going to be doing no money spit and then grinding your way the entire time. But then if you still do that, you may not have many cards to buy unless you get a lot of people making that switch. I know I'm going to play on PC occasionally, but it's not going to be throughout the entire year since a lot of you guys have consoles, and having a powerful PC is a lot more expensive than buying a PS4 or an Xbox. So now let's talk about some gameplay elements. I played probably 7 games, and we did a lot more practice stuff trying to figure out how to do a lot of these running back moves. For those that are saying, why did EA make more running back moves after a year where the running game was OP? The running back moves, I'm telling you guys right now, they're going to be hard to kind of master. And the running of the ball is much harder this year. If you can perfect it, like if you can make some moves and do all the stuff you need to, you're going to be good. But as of right now, when we're out there playing, to keep in mind, the build we were playing is like 3 weeks old. The running wasn't overpowered at all. You would basically get the ball and you would try to get up the field, but like, I don't think I've seen the guys that we were playing against, or even us, for example, get more than like 4 yards a carry. It was bad. Most of the yards we got, we would get hit in the backfield mostly. But like, if anything positive, we did not go down the field often enough to where it was like worth running. But passing though, we passed the ball a lot out there, and it looks like passing is going to be better this year, especially with the threshold being back at 99, where it should have been originally instead of being at 91. So you have more opportunity to succeed when you're throwing the ball down the field, which I think is going to provide some more entertaining gameplay. Because people this year will move the ball passing-wise. Because early on, especially in MUT, you're probably not going to see a 99 overall zone cornerback until maybe Christmas. Like, I doubt we get one in the game right out of the gate with one. Maybe Christmas, maybe Super Bowl, and it might be with chemistry. Like, it might be like if you get a head coach that gives you a +1 boosted zone, and then obviously your chemistry you're rocking at the time. It's going to be damn near impossible probably to get that high, which is fantastic for those that like passing the ball. I'm one of those guys as well. And so I'm really excited about this whole faction of the game, mostly because last year the running element was annoying. And with the block sheds being kind of the same again this year, whereas for those that I'm talking about, when you run the ball, if you press the left or the right trigger button, dudes just block shed instantly. And that's kind of how it is right now. Like, we're playing with not an overall offensive lineman and defensive lineman, and whenever you run the ball and press the button, like immediately they will block shed. So I'm kind of annoyed that the block shed mechanic for running the ball is still the same. It's not really improved. We're not seeing guys kind of shove, like high strength guys move linemen into like the running lane to make it like, you know, block it up. But no, it's just mostly block shed, which is still a long way to go when it comes to improving the offensive line gameplay, because I'm not really a fan of how it is right now, but that's going to be fun this year. I'm telling you that right now. Passing, at least when I was playing it, was a lot of fun. And now let's talk about the aggressive catching, man. Like the aggressive catching, everybody's kind of making a fuss about it being back in Madden. And there were some wonky stuff that we were seeing. Like I threw a ball up to Antonio Brown, and he got the animation where he turns around, sticks up his right hand, and then brings the ball down and then falls in the end zone. And it was a dope animation to see. And he did catch it over a cornerback on competitive or on sim, whichever one we were playing on. But as a defender, you apparently have a lot more user control to prevent those things from happening. Like I will say that the physics and like the way these guys interact did look a little bit better. Mostly because like the collisions seem organic, and a lot of the like animation where it comes to playing the ball or playing the receiver looks a little bit more like you would see on Sunday. So if you click on as a defender, you should be able to manipulate your defender as well to be able to like get in position to deflect the ball or play the ball or hopefully break up a pass. But if that were to change the offense with the aggressive catching, hopefully only a few like top tier guys can be able to do that, because that would separate them in order for you to be able to, you know, have to pick them up. Because this game this year, I think they're trying to incorporate more personality, obviously. So we saw the thing with the Tom Brady. I don't know if you guys see some gameplay, or the Aaron Rodgers, where they're adjusting their shoulder or their thigh pads, or they're pointing and doing all their mannerisms they do on the field, which is cool. They also have that for running backs. So when Zeke gets a first down, he does his feed Zeke emote basically automatically and points for the first down. When Cam gets the first down, I think he dabs, which is kind of annoying because he hasn't dabbed in like 2 years, but whatever. He dabs and points for the first down. And obviously we've seen the celebrations where these guys had their signature ones. So they're trying to get more personality into the game, and these top tier receivers, top tier running backs, and defenders all have special things that they do. That would be dope. I've been saying for a long time, we need a Peanut Tillman punch in this game. Certain guys in the NFL, whenever they're trying to tackle somebody, just get out there and start trying to knock the ball out. I've seen Earl Thomas do it. I see Kuechly do it. Who's the cornerback that I've seen do that recently? I'm drawing a blank right now. But we need to see more of what these guys do in real life in the game, and hopefully this is a correct step in seeing that. Oh yeah, Mud Squads, by the way. It plays much differently than any other thing again. Like Mud Squads, I swear it's its own separate mode. Like it's its own separate play style. And I know why it plays differently is because you have to match up you and your friends who are going online to 3 more people who all have varying different connections. And keep in mind, we're at EA Play, so everybody here is on the same connection. It still felt clunky. It still felt slow. It still felt like the game wasn't finished from the builds that we were playing earlier. And so while Mud Squads, I hope they take care of it this year. If they don't, I'm not going to be too bad about it. Mostly because like I hate playing games that are not really on the same stratosphere. But maybe we'll see some actual Mud Squads rewards that go out there the entire year, and some updates and some incentive to actually play. Just hopefully they can figure out the issue that they're facing to make that mode play exactly the same. Because I know I mentioned this on podcast a lot. That mode does not play the same as Weekend League or as head-to-head seasons or draft champions or salary cap. It's something about that mode that allows just craziness to happen. I mentioned this a little earlier, but I got to expound on a lot of the running back moves. Everybody thought they might be OP. The one cut, kind of tough, because I think you have to be able to, like, obviously we'll figure out how to do it eventually, but initially I think you have to run, and then if you want to cut, press the button, flick up or point where you want to go on a thumbstick, and then he does that one cut explosion burst, which can be cheesy, but it's really hard to do. I think we'll see a lot more of that early on in the year, though, because a lot of guys will have like top heavy teams in Madden will be able to like expose their opponent for having low guys if the EA is going to continue this whole basically not pay to win, but have a better team and you should see better results. If you see a lot more of those guys, it'll be a lot easier to kind of like run through this and try to use that move to your advantage, because with the block sheds worst setup was you didn't really have time to kind of do the one cut. It was easy in the open field, but like behind line of scrimmage and trying to find a hole, it made it tough. Now the hit the hole mechanic, I'm kind of iffy on that one, because for one, it's kind of hard to time. And for two, I don't think you can control what animation you get. I know the game did say as a receiver, you can control the animation that you get. So if you rat catch a pass that is like overthrown, you're not going to jump. Whereas if you were to hold a Y button, your guy would jump. So like it's trying to give you more control of your user this year than they did last year, which is why they changed the whole I must fake your defender out depending on what their pursuit versus my special skill move is. But when it comes to hit the hole, I was saying my boy Rep was trying to run up the line of scrimmage with Derrick Henry, or no, it was Derrick Henry. He had some bruising back. I forgot who he had. And he mistimed like a couple of times. But when he finally got it, it looked cool, but there's a lot of animations that I saw you couldn't control. So one of them was he ran to the lineman's back and he shuffled to the left, he shuffled to the right, and then he got tackled. Like he was trying to figure out which hole to take. Maybe Rep didn't actually go through the hole he was supposed to, and the guy just stood there as a result. But he basically did two things that I see running backs do in real life. But I'm like, I really don't like that right now because I don't want to if I trigger that animation, I kind of just want him to push the guy. I don't want him to like sit behind the guy and then wait for a hole. So maybe that's just going to be fixed once you just press up and go up the hole. But it is a cool mechanic. I just want to be able to control which animation I get the entire time because I just want to run. I'll take 4 yards. I don't want to get tackled for a loss because something else pops up that I didn't actually want. But yeah, overall as a whole, I had a really good time out there. I had a lot of fun playing. We'll see how it goes, man. Like I said, this is a build that we're playing that was about 3 weeks old, according to Clint. And a lot of the stuff that we saw glitch-wise is no longer going to be in the main game. One of the glitches we saw was, which if this was in the main game, people will stop playing. You would throw a streak up, and like 1 in every 8 chances, the defender, the cornerback that was on the guy would warp like 30 yards back. So the defender would be at like the 50-yard line, and the other guy would be at like the 20-yard line. And the defender would try to swat the ball from that far away. It was just a weird, wonky thing. That's no longer going to be in the main game, according to Clint. Same thing with there was a glitch where if you ran a draw play, your quarterback would just sit there with the ball and not do anything with it. So, yeah, So hopefully a lot of the stuff that people found out there has been addressed and been fixed. But it should be a fun year, man. I mean, it's going to take 4 weeks anyway for somebody to find some glitchy shit anyway to break the game. But that's what everybody else does. So hopefully we see an improvement in some other stuff in the future, bro. When it comes to running the ball, like if you want to make strength matter, some dudes just clog up running lanes. Have that happen in Madden where dudes can just shove a guy into a hole to close it. That would be dope. It's me, your boy Texas. I got another video coming your way today, and I'll see you guys in that one. Have a good one. Peace.